Yo, what's good? Y'all already know how the algorithm on these social media platforms work. Hell, how it works when you talk on your phone and talk about something. If you talk about a pair of shoes, a car, a toy, if you text about it, amazingly, you're gonna see an ad pop up. So I'm on my TikTok one day scrolling around, hey, it's always finance related, occasional dancing that for me, but I'm scrolling through TikTok, and I seen this advertising pop up maybe 2 or 3 times over the past few days. It was about something called the Home Investment Program. This company invests in your home, give you cash, you don't pay anything monthly. And so I thought about it, when I heard it, the ad, I was like, that sounds interesting. So I wanted to dig deeper into it, find out what it was. More importantly, find out, is it something that I would actually use? Is it something that's trash? Is it something I would recommend somebody using? So in today's video, we're going to talk about what the hell is the Home Investment Program and if it's something that's actually beneficial and advantageous for you to use. Let's get it. I'm Marcus. You're at the channel The Debt Free Dad, where we're talking finances. And hey, as always, licensed attorney, not financial, not legal advice, just giving my opinion and takes on financial issues and topics. And we're tracking my family's journey to become first generation millionaires. So when we're looking at the Home Investment Program, the one we're going to talk about today is Point. I'm talking about this one because they had the website that had probably what I consider the most information and an ability to insert your information, insert the numbers, the value of your home, and get some real numbers on what you can expect to get back, how much you would have to pay. How do you even pay? How do these folks make their money? I mean, at the end of the day, everything is a hustle. Everything is about making money. So if I get 50 bands up front for my property and I'm not required to pay anything monthly, how the hell are y'all going to make y'all money? That's what we're going to look at. Let's go and get into it. Let's pull up the site. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull it up. Right now, I got the website up. It's called Point. You can see right up front, get up to $500K from your home equity, no monthly payment, no income requirements, and no need for perfect credit. That sounds absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and look at it and talk about how these people make their money. You see, scrolling down, you got all these people who testifying about how great it is. You need a 500 credits or 500 or more credit score, no income, no monthly payments. Sounds so good. Then they compare themselves to a HELOC, a home equity line of credit, where you need 680 plus more as low interest rates. And they compare themselves to seed down payment investments. So they're comparing themselves to all these other things. I got questions about what the hell is it and how do they make their money? So let's see if we can go into frequently asked questions. No. Let's see where we can go to find out more information. Okay, it says gain early access to your home equity. Point will invest in a slice of your home equity, paying you cash today. You can get between $25,000 to $500,000, depending on your home's value and amount of equity you own. Point is not added to the title of your property. So I guess that's good because it technically doesn't create a lien interest just from you getting the cash. Free yourself from monthly payments. Since Point is investing in your home, there are no monthly payments. In fact, homeowners who use home equity investments to pay down their existing debts increase their monthly cash flow by $1,413. So far, so good. Anytime you start reading something that's too good and it shows nothing but positive, you already know they're about to come kick you in the ass sooner or later. You keep enjoying your home. You can eliminate debt, use the money to build a safety net, and you repay when it's convenient. You can buy back your equity at any time during the 30-year term via a refinance, home loan, or sale. There is no prepayment penalty. So let's scroll down and see how can we figure out how this works. Let's scroll. Pricing page, no. Let's see. Let's click on see our pricing page. Okay, so here's the example that they have. and they calculate a 15 to 20% offset of the value of your home for a risk adjustment. So if your home value is at $500,000, Points will invest $50,000 into your pocket today. They're investing $50,000 into the equity of your home. Now, here's where we get down to, let's see what's going on. How much could Points cost? Time of sale or buyback? This is already crazy as hell. If we see here, it says Points share appreciation. In exchange for Points investment today, Point receives a share in the home's appreciation above the risk-adjusted home value. The share is determined during underwriting. So, in this example, your home is worth $500,000. I laugh just reading this out. In this example, your home is worth $500,000. They're paying you 50 bands up front. If we look at this bar right here, their share of appreciation. So if we take a look at this chart, they are taking 30% of the appreciated value of your home while the homeowner keeps 7%. So 10% today, and you have to repay 30% at the time of sale or when you refinance the property, depending on how much equity you have in a home. To me, I say, bullshit. Yeah, sorry, I coughed over the microphone, but that sounds suspect. That sounds crazy. Let's take a look at these numbers. Okay, so you can actually roll it out. So let's see. In 1 year, if your home appreciates to $517,000 in this first column on the left, Points will get $59,000 essentially. If there's no change, they get $59,000. If there's a large decline, they get $36,000. High appreciation, $59,000. Now, that's a 1 year outlook, but typically the average person stays in their home from anywhere to 5 to 7 years. So let's take a look at, for this $50,000 cash payout that you're getting, let's take a look at how their payment will pay out over a 7-year period. 7 years, the average time a person stay in their home. Look at that. Average appreciation, that $500,000 home 7 years later is worth $636,000. The homeowner would have $521,000 worth of equity that they keep if they own their home outright. And Points would get $114,000. If there's no change over a 7-year period, they get $73,000. Let's look at the high end. Look at this. That's crazy. If it's a high appreciation, so that home value goes up $227,000, then Points would get $141,000 at the time of the sale of that property, which to me is just BS. Let's fast forward this and take a look at 20 years. You kept your home for 20 years. The appreciation went up. Your home is almost now worth $1 million. Once you sell that house, and this is assuming you own everything outright, Points would get $221,000 off of a $50,000 cash payout, which is asinine. That's crazy. Let's take a look at if it was high appreciation. So you stay in a place like DC, San Francisco, Los Angeles, a place where home appreciation is just off the chain. If that home in 20 years appreciate to $1.4 million, at the sale of that home, Points would get $359,000 after a 20-year period. I don't even need to go no more into this. That is a crazy, ridiculous program that I wouldn't touch with a stick. It's a guarantee that your home value is going to go up over the next 5 to 7 years. You may have a random anomaly year where the price of homes go down, but I can guarantee you unequivocally, if you own a house right now and you just don't let your house go into disrepair, there's a 99.9% chance that house is going to be worth more, is going to appreciate in the next 5 to 7 years. So for 10% interest in your home's equity, they pay you $500,000 house, $50,000 up front. After 20 years, you could be looking at paying astronomical numbers, which is insane. $300 and something $100 something $100,000. That makes no sense whatsoever. I would never recommend this product. I'm actually pissed that it actually appeared on my TikTok to me even look at and figure out what the hell it is. But you would actually be better off if you're going to stay in your home for 20 years, as opposed to going through this program. You would actually be better off getting a home equity line of credit for $50,000 to do the repair or do whatever it is you want to do to your home or pay off debt. Even though I'm not a proponent, I'm just saying that a home equity line of credit of $50,000 at 2, 3, 4, 5% interest will come out cheaper than doing this home investment program and keeping your house for a 20-year period, because they're going to take a big ass portion of your equity. You also got to think, at the time you sell your home, because it's your residential property, you do get a tax benefit. So a lot of the profits, if you're single, $250,000 would be tax free. If you're married, up to $500,000 would be tax free. So I mean, this program is just bogus. All it is a loan that they're punting off, and instead of you paying monthly, you're going to get hit over the head paying at the time you sell your home. Hopefully, and I know they're hoping that you keep your home for the next 20 or 30 years, because they're going to get a big ass return, well over 2% or 5%, which you would get with a normal home equity line of credit. Home equity line of credit, typically the interest rate is on par with what the average interest rate is for homes at any given time. Okay, I just wanted to look at the numbers. If you got a $50,000 home equity line of credit that you paid a 6% interest rate on over a 20-year period, in total, after 240 payments, you would have paid $85,971 for that home equity line of credit, and your payment every month would have been $358. Now let's go back to the previous screen where we look at what was the 20-year return on this program. So we're going to go back to this example right here just to compare. I just told y'all what the numbers would be if you got a $50,000 home equity line of credit at 6% interest, repaying it over a 20-year period. Now let's go back to this screen. Remember, initially the house value was $500,000. They looked at the value as $420 because they calculated a little bit for risk of 15 to 20%. This company gave you $50,000, 10% of the value of your $500,000 home, and they want an interest in your home's equity as it increases over the year. If you kept that property and stayed in that home for 20 years, for that $50,000, let's say if there's average appreciation, you would have to give this company $221,000. If there's a large appreciation, that house is now worth $1.4 million, you're giving them almost $360,000. I mean, I'm not a proponent of doing any of these home equity line of credit or especially not this, but this is really a scam that's ridiculous in my opinion. A home equity line of credit would be a much better option than doing this. So that's my take. I think this is some BS. It's terrible, the vehicles that they'll come out with to take your wealth from you. So I saw it, wanted to look into it and give y'all some insight. Hey, stay the hell away from this. Y'all take care. I love y'all. Peace.